It is normal to feel melancholy or sad at times. Individuals disappoint us, things go wrong, and we lose individuals we care about or dreams we cherish. When you feel sad for weeks or months, or when it happens regularly and interferes with your ability to interact with others and enjoy your life, you may be suffering from depression. Even severe depression is a highly treatable disorder if you have access to information, medical practitioners, and support networks. But, nevertheless, if you are depressed, take matters into your own hands and take action. In this video we will teach you how to diagnose and treat depression, how to make lifestyle changes, how to change your behavior, and how to change your negative thinking patterns. We will answer each one separately. How to diagnose and treat depression. Now we will tell you the best 6 steps that will enable you to diagnose and treat depression. Number 1. Look for signs of depression. If you haven't already sought assistance for your depression, you should do so right away. Don't try to get through this alone. Depression is related with many common symptoms. Consult your doctor if you identify with one or more of the following. An inability to operate regularly in ordinary life is a sign of depression. Loneliness and the loss of relationships with friends. Inability to engage in previously enjoyed activities such as reading, playing video games, painting, and so on. Lethargy, exhaustion, and the sense that doing things requires a lot of energy. Persistent sorrow, including bursts of crying that are either uncontrollable or readily triggered, as well as feelings of anxiousness or emptiness. Consistently feeling blue, melancholy, and depressed for at least 2 weeks. A sense of worthlessness, self-blame, and low self-esteem. Experiencing insomnia or sleeping more or less than usual. Unusual weight gain or loss, overeating, or loss of appetite. Difficulty thinking or concentrating, foggy thinking, inability to make clear decisions, or forgetfulness. Pessimism, or the belief that life is dismal, meaningless, and fruitless. This could even result in numbness. Muscle aches, cramps, digestive issues, headaches, and other aches that do not go away with medicine or treatment. These may appear for no apparent reason. Being angry or restless most of the time. Suicidal ideation, contemplation of suicide, or attempts at suicide. Number 2. Consult with your doctor. Request that your doctor investigate any possible medical causes of your depression. Some depression is caused by or occurs as a result of medical disorders or therapy for other medical illnesses. Medical disorders can sometimes mimic depression. It is critical for your doctor to uncover any medical causes of depression that require therapy or to rule out alternative explanations of your disease. The following medical problems are common causes of depression. Vitamin and mineral deficits, particularly in those on restricted diets. B vitamins are linked to depression, however it's uncertain whether low B vitamin levels, particularly B12, cause or are caused by depression. Furthermore, much new research in youngsters has revealed vitamin D to be a significant mental health regulator. In any case, if you know your vitamin and mineral intake isn't adequate, addressing it is a critical first step. Thyroid issues, hormonal imbalances, including premenstrual syndrome or illness. Pharmaceuticals. Depression is one of the negative effects of various drugs. Read the warning labels and discuss any concerns you have with your doctor. Co-occurring diseases. Anxiety disorders, for example, post-traumatic stress disorder, OCD, social phobia, and so on, alcohol and substance misuse, heart disease, stroke, cancer, HIV/AIDS, diabetes, and Parkinson's disease are all common companions to depression. These disorders can occur before, during, or after depression. Female-specific medical problems, such as postpartum depression, the baby blues, premenstrual syndrome, PMS, or premenstrual dysphoric disorder, PMDD. Number 3. Research depression to get a full understanding. Learn everything you can about depression. Increasing your understanding of your disease will help you conquer it. Knowledge is a crucial method to reaffirm oneself that depression is real, that it is a significant worry, and that there are numerous solutions to overcome it. A better understanding of depression will assist to alleviate some of your concerns. It will also provide you with a variety of tools to experiment with. Borrow books about depression, anxiety, and happiness from your local library. Examine the sections on psychology, self-help, therapy, and medicine. Inquire about books written exclusively for teenagers and children. You can also browse for affordable books about depression on online auction sites or book sites. Look for reliable internet resources that include articles and other materials to help you learn more about depression. Government and national mental health treatment facilities are credible sources of information. For example, in Australia, visit the Beyond Blue National Depression Initiative. In New Zealand, visit the New Zealand government's depression site. In Canada, visit the government's depression site. And in the United States, visit the CDC or the NIM. There are plenty additional useful materials available online. Just make careful to check their credibility. Bibliotherapy refers to the practice of reading to aid in the recovery from depression. It can be quite beneficial if you are motivated enough to pursue this path of rehabilitation. This strategy appears to be well suited to persons who constantly resort to research for answers to life's problems. Use your specialized knowledge to educate those around you on what you're going through. If you can communicate the big picture and facts regarding depression, you can avoid unpleasant or unsympathetic replies. Number 4. Try talk therapy. Meeting with a mental health professional for psychotherapy is one of the most beneficial treatments for depression. There are numerous psychotherapy treatment choices available, and each therapist will have his or her own distinct style. You will be more likely to succeed in treatment if you feel at ease with your therapist. Consult with several providers before deciding on one to work with. 3 of the most successful evidence-based treatments for depression are: cognitive behavioral therapy entails the therapist and patient cooperating to identify, question, and modify unfavorable thought patterns. It has been shown to be as effective as or more successful than antidepressant medicines as an acute treatment for severe but not chronic depression, and it even protects people who receive it against relapse. Dialectical behavior therapy, a type of CBT, focuses on unhealthy or disruptive habits and provides the skills needed to be more adaptable to stressful situations in the future. This type of therapy can help with treatment-resistant depression. Interpersonal psychotherapy is a time-limited empirically researched mood disorder treatment that focuses on how depressive symptoms affect an individual's interpersonal connections. Interpersonal therapy is most successful in treating mild to moderate depression. Number 5. Consider taking prescription medication. Many doctors will give you medication. Inquire about the duration and adverse effects of your medicine. Make sure to notify your doctor if you notice anything that doesn't seem right or if you experience any negative effects. You may need to adjust your dosage or switch to a different medicine. Make it plain to your doctor that you do not want to use antidepressants. You will need to convince your doctor that you have the ability to actively work on your depressive thought patterns without the need of medication, so do your homework ahead of time. If you do not want to use prescription medicine, you may want to explore into antidepressant alternatives. St. John's wort, which includes the active component Hypericum perforatum, is a common non-prescription herbal therapy for mild depression. St. John's wort should not be combined with other antidepressants because it may trigger serotonin syndrome. Shivering, confusion, convulsions, and/or high temperature are some of the symptoms of serotonin syndrome. If left untreated, serotonin syndrome can be fatal. If you suspect you have it, call your doctor or go to the hospital right once. Number 6. Try alternative therapies or remedies. Examine the effectiveness of alternative therapies such as art therapy and acupuncture. These, when combined with other healing decisions you've made, can occasionally help restore your emotional balance. It's critical to identify a reputable practitioner of any alternative therapy, and don't be shocked if some medical practitioners are skeptical of any reliance on alternative therapies. Music is a type of self-help therapy that has been shown to improve mood. Choose music that lifts your spirits. If you must listen to melancholy music, after a few tracks, switch to more happy music. Art therapy is another popular depression treatment option. On a canvas or piece of paper, draw, paint, or make designs that express your emotions. If you require assistance, qualified art therapists are available. Pet therapy can be beneficial. Pets avoid feelings of loneliness, they do not judge, and studies have shown that they create feelings of well-being in sad people. Even if you don't have a pet of your own, try to spend time with someone else's on a regular basis. Now we will move to next question. How to make lifestyle changes. Now we will tell you the best 6 steps that will enable you to make lifestyle changes. Number 1. Sleep well. Sleep is necessary for a healthy, balanced body. Sleep deprivation can exacerbate negative thinking, creating a vicious cycle in which your bad thoughts keep you up and impair your ability to sleep. Waking up exhausted and unrefreshed is a common complaint during depression, and even getting too much sleep can leave depressed people fatigued. Breaking this loop demands imposing a tight sleep routine of the same bedtime and waking time every day, avoiding caffeine and alcohol, not exercising 3 hours before bed, removing anything distracting from your bedroom, and maintaining an appropriate temperature in your room. It won't be easy to overcome a disturbed sleep pattern, and many things might cause you to relapse back into insomnia or wakeful evenings, so it's critical to stick to a routine and forgive yourself when you can't sleep. Number 2. Exercise. A recent study found that exercise was just as beneficial in treating depression as Zoloft, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, or SSRI. Exercise causes your brain to produce a natural antidepressant chemical and gets you moving. Start small, perhaps with a simple walk to the local store, around the block, or to your yard gate. Work your way up to a regimen that suits your requirements and interests. Seek out pals or group fitness sessions because having a companion will keep you motivated. You might also look for hobbies, such as kickboxing, that will allow you to release some of your pent-up emotions. Participating in sports is a terrific way to get regular exercise, keep busy, work on self-improvement, and meet new people. According to certain research, those who participate in athletics had lower symptoms of depression. Choose an arduous sport to quiet your mind and leave you feeling drained, just don't overdo it. Join a team or class in your region and commit to attending as many meetings as possible, even if you don't feel like it some days. Number 3. Eat healthy. Consume less sugar, high fructose corn syrup, fast food, and processed foods. Increase your intake of fruits, vegetables, and whole meals. Drink plenty of water and explore foods that are thought to help your mental and physical health. Improving your nutrition might be a beneficial endeavor to keep you occupied and focused as you battle through your sadness. Furthermore, several healthful foods have been shown to improve mood. Number 4. Restore any neglected grooming. When you're melancholy, it's easy to lose track of time and pay little attention to your look or attire. Reintroducing daily grooming attention can boost your mood and offer you a sense of well-being. As part of your self-improvement, get a new haircut or new clothes. And instead of worrying about what you don't like about yourself, focus on what you do enjoy. Number 5. Maintain a good support network. Support from those who love and care about you is essential in the healing process. Inform individuals you trust that you are depressed and would appreciate their sympathy and understanding. People will find it much more difficult to assist you if you are secretive and do unusual things. People will be able to make accommodations and assist you better if they are aware. Be honest with those you trust about your irritation and reclusive behavior. They must understand that it is not personal, but that you require space or time away from time to time. Number 6. Be around positive people. Talk to friends, relatives, and coworkers who make you happy and are pleasant to be around. Spend time with people who have a good outlook on life and invite them to share their dreams, ideas, and approaches to life with you. Most positive people will gladly discuss the things that help them stay cheery and joyful in their lives. Remember that misery enjoys the company of others. As depressed as you are, it can be difficult to avoid negative people, but do your best to avoid them. You're not helping either of you by validating each other's anxieties about the rest of the world. Now we will move to next question. How to change your behavior. Now we will tell you the best 4 steps that will enable you to change your behavior. Number 1. Keep occupied. Being busy allows you to avoid having unpleasant ideas run through your mind. The initial step is frequently the most difficult for depressed people, so forcing yourself to do things can make a significant difference in your day and get you started. Take up an activity that you enjoy or believe you will enjoy. Put yourself into it. It does not have to be costly or complex. It will suit the purpose as long as it is engaging. Take care of pets. The habit of feeding, grooming, and playing with pets can be highly fulfilling for a sad person. This is especially true because pets do not pass judgment and just reciprocate love and acceptance. Incorporate structure into your daily life. Make a daily program, no matter how basic, and gradually expand it as you begin to feel better. It makes no difference whether you work or not. A schedule can give structure to a day that might otherwise feel aimless or empty. Number 2. Do fun things and treat yourself. Feeling sad feeds on itself, and it quickly becomes a catch-22 when you tell yourself that you don't deserve to have fun. Doing things you used to like or that are enjoyable for those around you is the antidote. One fun thing a day to keep the blues at bay. As with anything else, start slowly. One enjoyable item per day, such as viewing a favorite comedy or reading a hilarious book, can keep you entertained for a while. Make more time to laugh. This can include watching comedy skits or television shows that make you laugh and learning how to take more time and enjoy those moments. Plan pleasant experiences in your life. Take a pal out to supper, the movies, or for a walk. Proceed with caution. Plant a solitary plant if you used to adore gardening. Take a short walk if you used to prefer long walks. Gradually progress to more pleasurable experiences. Number 3. Start a journal of your journey through your depression. Keep a personal and fully private record of your emotions. This will be the area where you may express your darkest ideas freely because you don't have to worry about being judged for them. A diary might become your partner in the fight against depression because it finally supplies you with ample evidence of what improves and depresses your mood. If possible, try to write in it every day. Number 4. Help others. Once your depression is under control, this can be a fantastic approach to get through it, and it's often an excellent technique to apply when your healing appears to have momentarily plateaued. Helping others in need shifts your focus away from yourself and toward others, which can be beneficial if you are prone to excessive introspection. Don't overdo it with volunteering. If you become involved in charity or volunteer work and feel fatigued or used up, it could be a sign that you're overdoing it or that you're not yet ready to help others. It doesn't mean you won't be able to achieve it, but it does mean you should prioritize yourself first. Now we will move to next question. How to change your negative thinking patterns. Now we will tell you the best 6 steps that will enable you to change your negative thinking patterns. Number 1. Think of it as a journey to wellness. When weariness takes hold and everything seems too difficult, depression can feel interminable. As a result, rather than expecting an instant cure, it's critical to consider recovery as a journey of progressive stages. Your commitment will be tested at times by self-doubt and despair, but it is precisely at these times that you must work hard to avoid becoming depressed about being depressed. Here are some nice places to start. Give your beast a name. Winston Churchill referred to his sadness as a black dog. He made a terrible circumstance manageable by turning it into a pet. By identifying it, you turn it become a condition rather than a definition of who you are. Instead of stating, "I'm always an irritable no-hoper," say, "My black dog is making me feel irritable today." Look for a role model. Do you believe you're the only one who is depressed? Take 5 biographies from the library. At least one of them top achievers most certainly suffered from depression. Do some web study to locate renowned people who have conquered depression. Read about the many celebrities who have opened up about their struggles with depression. Read their biographies. Take heart in the idea that others have overcome depression, and now you can benefit from their experiences as well. Be kind to yourself. Life is not a race or a contest. The reality is that you matter, that you have significant worth as a person, and that making things more difficult for yourself is tantamount to beating yourself up. Avoid obsessing over your depression or building a temple to it to hide behind when things get too difficult. Being angry with yourself for being depressed creates a feedback loop of hopelessness and despair, which will intensify your misery. Return to identifying your beast and distinguishing it from who you are. Accept that the road to wellness is paved with baby steps. Make a list of the things that irritate you outside of your depression. It could be due to delinquent expenses, a lack of vacation time, or a difficult work. In another column, put down some practical steps you believe you can take to address the issues that are affecting you. Find strategies to pay these debts, plan a vacation, and work out how to get a new employment, for example. Number 2. Understand the importance of overcoming negative thinking. This is a critical component in dealing with depression. Depressed people exhibit what Aaron Beck calls an information processing bias. This relates to the tendency to self-select skewed and negative opinions on things, thus entrenching sadness. Number 3. Change your thinking. Recognizing and conquering negative thought patterns is a crucial factor to focus on as part of progress. Cognitive behavioral therapy, psychotherapy, or other types of psychological therapy can help you unlearn negative thought habits and build new ones that boost your self-esteem and confidence. While it is helpful to do your research and consult with someone experienced to help lead you through the process of changing your thinking, there are a few key points to remember. Consider this: every thought generates a sensation, and every feeling generates a behavior. When you think positive ideas, you may start treating yourself well and doing caring and nice things for yourself. Recognize that the feeling will pass. This is a challenging step, but it is critical because it allows you to begin eradicating ideas of hopelessness. Make a list of all of your strong points. When you're melancholy, it's tempting to downplay your excellent qualities. Turn this around by mentioning everything you like about yourself. Include prior accomplishments and future goals, no matter how few or odd they appear. If you are unable to create this list, have a trusted friend or family member do it for you. This is a list that you can add to as you work through your depression. Self-acceptance is an important aspect of recovery from depression since it acknowledges that you have wonderful qualities as well as problems to overcome. This will assist you in not judging yourself more harshly than others. Make decisions, no matter how minor, and follow through on them. Again, while this is extremely difficult to accomplish during depression, it is a critical component in dealing with the overwhelming sensation of powerlessness that depressed people experience. Small decisions, such as getting out of bed, phoning friends, or cleaning the kitchen, add up. They become accomplishments once you act on them. Learn how to focus on erroneous or negative thinking to replace it. Pose questions like, am I assuming the worst? Is it fair to judge myself because something horrible has happened? Is my attention drawn to my flaws rather than my strengths? Arrange the negative concept in one column and the reasoning in another, so you may address and undo the negative thinking. In one column, write I'm a failure, and in the other, challenge that thinking with I made a mistake. I've made mistakes in the past and everything worked out well. I've also experienced a lot of successes. Once you've tackled the more difficult components of your negative thought patterns, learn assertiveness tactics. Assertive strategies will help you find a way to advocate for yourself without succumbing to feelings of rage, fear, or powerlessness. Knowing how to assert oneself is essential for avoiding relapse into depressive tendencies in the future. Number 4. Look for the good. Take a seat and look for the wonderful in your life. Whatever it is worthwhile to seek it out. Return to this list on a regular basis and keep it up to date. Initially, it may contain 1 or 2 items such as my house or my spouse. It should expand over time as you rediscover the more joyous side of life. Replace negative thoughts with good memories. What you think about is always under your control. Choose to favor pleasant, happier memories over negative ideas. Number 5. Change the way you talk. Change your terminology to help yourself see things more optimistically. By using the phrase "at least," you can turn a negative into a positive. Other instances include asking oneself, what have I learned from this, rather than regretting something and feeling like a failure. Number 6. Accept that depression may return. Once you've been impacted by depression, your vulnerability to it means it has a larger possibility of reappearing in your life if you don't address its underlying causes. Recognize the warning symptoms and take proactive steps to deal with it before it begins. If you suspect your depression has returned, consult with your doctor, psychiatrist, or therapist as soon as possible to begin therapy. At the end of this video, we hope that we have been able to clarify our topic, how to deal with depression. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe for Life Issues channel, a channel for all social issues that you may face every day. Thanks for watching.